Today I'm going to show you the custom takeoff feature in FastDUCT. To make sure that the feature is activated, you can click on the Preferences gear, go to the Plan Takeoff Appearance tab, and make sure that the Custom Takeoff Symbols box is checked. Just like taking off regular items in FastDUCT, I can select the size, choose the item on the menu, and mark it on the plan. When I go to mark the item on the plan, you want to make sure that you hold the mouse key down, and then you can use the tab key to select the different options of the diagrams of the item that we have in the catalog. When you let go, it will place the item on the plan and add it to the takeoff list. I can then choose a radius elbow, place it on the plan, and use the tab key to orient it properly. You can use the shift key to make sure that you get the item very square if your job is horizontal and vertical like this one. I can then add the next elbow up here, use the tab key, and position the item. Now we have a transition. On transitions in FastDUCT, we prompt you for the size that you're going to, and then the length of the transition, which in this case looks to be about 2 feet long. I'll mark that on the plan and position it. I can then reorient the plan. I see that we have a fire smoke damper. I can select that on the menu, mark it on the plan, and then mark the next transition that goes to 16 by 16. This one appears to be shorter. And now I can take off these radius elbows. I can add the access door to my fire smoke damper. Here we have a branch connection. I can select the tap and use the tab key to orient it properly. And I can also just click and drag to add the ductwork and add the balancing damper. Now you can also use the custom shape feature to work on a plan where there's no duct shown at all. So here we have an area where there's a tenant area to be finished, and I'm going to go ahead and make a new section to keep that part of the job separate. Now let's extend a duct into the tenant finish area. I'll go ahead and select the size. We can put a transition on the end of the existing duct. Let's run a new 26 by 14 duct into the new space. So I can position the transition, use the arrow keys to adjust it. I can hold the shift key, select an end cap, and make a very straight duct up through the space. I'll go ahead and zoom into this area. If I go to select mode, I can select the duct that I've added and right click to attach text. Notice that some of the options include the size, so I can just mark the size on the plan, and a call-out arrow will automatically point to the duct. We can then select a different size and add a tap to the plan using the tab key to position it Then we'll put an end cap, and we can extend the 16 by 12 duct into the space, and again we can right click to attach the size. Let's go ahead and switch to the round menu. I'll select 10-inch round and add a high efficiency takeoff to the duct. With the tab key I can get the right orientation and position the high efficiency takeoff onto the plan, and use the arrow keys to finally position it. I'll go ahead and select the flex duct piece, mark that on the plan, and then also add a diffuser with a lay-in panel. I can select the diffuser and also attach text. In this case, a custom note. I'll put 10-inch CD and 300 CFM as the note and click OK and add that to the plan. I can double click on the note and change some of the characteristics of the note. Once I have that positioned properly, in select mode I can select the items, right click and copy them and paste them to different locations on the plan. I can select them and reposition them as well. I can select these 3 items, copy them, paste them to the plan, and I can flip them vertically. I can take this whole run out of ductwork and select that and copy that and paste that to this bay down here. So as you can see, you can quickly sketch out an area, and as in FastDUCT, you can close the section and run a report and have the costs and the shop labor and field labor for the items that we've taken off so far. So not only do you end up with a cost for the area, but also a pretty good presentation tool as well. Thank you.